I'm trying to take it back the way that it used to be. I did it for the love, now I hate this shit truthfully. So I asked, what would James say and think? Maybe all my passion died the same day as him. Or maybe that Hennessy got the best of me. Fucked up, that Hennessy got the best of me. Punch drunk, that Hennessy got the best of me. Shit, maybe I oughta let it be.
Last time that I trust a bitch, the last time that I love a bitch, whoa. Last time that I trust a bitch, the last time that I love a bitch, whoa. If you call yourself a dreamer, put your drink in the sky. Let's have a toast to believers who be living their life, I said.
Amateur time is over, I ain't got no time for talking. Fuck a Skype, a limit, I'm high off a life and I'm in orbit. Man, I'ma rock the damn planet like I'm Dr. Manhattan. And I'm chopping plant matter while in Rotterdam, wrapping up a proper gram, ashing in your shoddy bandwagon when I stop and ransack it. Booking shows at the Buckingham Palace, all my gigs are Mega Man, like I bust a hand cannon, ballin' hardcore is.
That's what's good. Welcome back to Amped Up October-Fest. My name is Tolls, I'm your host. Shout out to our sponsors, VC Clothing, Oz Hip Hop Shop and Amped Up Records. Yeah. We're here at Grumpy's Green, the home of Amped Up. Everyone have a good day? Yeah! Let's make sure we pay attention, react to those bars and jokes and stuff. Let's get right behind this one. It's going to be a sick battle. To my right, man, let them know.
Yo, I'm D-Bax, New Tang Clan, ain't nothing but fuckwits. Let's go.
To my left, man,
yep.
WA.
Svoss, we meant well. Shout out Perth City Battles, Fremantle Battle League. Shout out Amped Up. Thank you all for having me. Let's do this.
Bax is going to go first. They decided off cam. Let's get it.
Get them back. Even though it's October-Fest, I know not to hit the stage in a drunk state. I put my rage in the bars instead of hating a drunk rage. The bars have got to come first. I can now wait for the drunk state. But I ain't gonna lie, I had a monkey on my back and I made him my drunk mate. One shot, put him down and he's waiting the rum taste. So rest in peace to that monkey, whose name was Harambe.
Dicks out!
Dicks out for Harambe! Yeah! Once it's all said and done, we need to get some scissor sisters or we need to find some liquor for me. I know you want to hang with me, because an after party with this bitch is boring. I'm way more fun than you. While you in the kitchen snoring, I'm with the shorties. Jesus Christ, you're thinking Lordy, because your bitch support me with drinks she pour me. Looking alienated on screen after sipping 40s of rigor mortis. But every night's a different story like Rick and Morty. You're gonna get shitty shortly. Try and make it rain, but my click is storm and throw caution to the wind of a misty morning. 100,000 thunder clouds and cyclone trace to get the twisters forming. But all he brings is white noise. His shit's distorted. He's so insignificant. In which proportion is this bitch enormous? I bet he brings some gun bars with explicit warnings and triggers for me. But this dude, flunked the test and shit ain't bothering me. Honestly, thinking he's so fine, wishing he cosine ain't trigonometry. I had it mapped down like it's geography, mapped to the equation on some Diz and Hoffa shit. But the punch count having seeing stars like it's astrology. Truth be told, I didn't want this battle. I only took it as a favour to Tolls. See the way I've evolved, I made the don't flop stage before the day that I'm old. I know fucking do it because I made it my goal. So while shit is playing what's cold to make flames with the coals, it's a hell-breathing angel that'll play for your soul. It's a diamond in the rough that can change to gold. It's an art up on the canvas that is basically sold. And then I lay it down on wax, but the clay's gonna hold our sculpture with precision. Now I'm breaking a mold.
First round on Svoss, let's go!
Yo, he said some shit about me not being fun at parties. That's irrelevant, guy. What you talking about? I've injected marijuana plenty of times. Yo, and I really like the level of aggression in your bars. Because content doesn't matter if you're yelling really hard. I gotta hand it to you. Deception is an art. The fact that you shouted all that shit made you seem a lot better than you are. See, you like the concept of aggression, but that's not equal to the concept of winning, and it's a contentious concept if your content is missing. Yo. So Tolls reached out to me. hitting up my phone line. I said, lock me in. Time to flip the switches because it's go time. And I was expecting someone new, someone who wasn't an experienced spitter in their own right. So when he said it's D-Bax, I thought, shout out to Shuffle T for giving me the cosign. Now, I'll be honest. At first, I thought I only got this battle because Shuffle helped. I mean, this is like my second solo battle. You've done dozens, hell, but then I watch your battles. The feeling can be described as underwhelmed. I went from, yeah, thank you heaps, man, for D-Bax to, yeah, can I please have someone else? No, but jokes aside, I'm happy to do this battle. Even if he isn't very dope, because I'm just taking my first steps to make it amped up my second home. Tolls hands me anybody else sand, I'd still let it go. I don't give a fuck if it's only D-Bax. I'm only using D's back as my stepping stone. See, I'm already kicking off in WA. They're saying I'm the next Vega, the neck breaker, head taker, but talk is cheap. Chet faker, so I'll make you all see it. The talk is cheap. Chet faker, so I'll make you all see it clear like Specsavers. Me winning this battle? Paying out about a cent later. What you expect, hater? Check the bet maker. They got the winner pegged, no Jets player since I write rings around him. I left D in a corner like a test paper. You lost 9 battles in a row. 9 battles. And don't try claim that isn't the truth. Oh, you didn't lose 9 straight. Yeah. And DNA isn't missing a tooth. But you're finally retiring or some shit. Which means you finally started thinking it through, because losing 9 straight battles is a pretty great indication that battling isn't for you. And there's one last thing I just want to freestyle. It's not a rebuttal, I just thought of a bar though. On behalf of WA, I'm sorry for Darko.
He's been injecting marijuana, so there's dope in this kid. Can't you look more like you've been smoking and toking the pit? It is seen and it's said that he's the best newcomer from a league at the West. I bet he want to scream from his head that PCB is the best league in the net. But how can that be so eagerly said when half of the league that you rep is easily bet by that measly Seth, and when Darko's the fucking king from the team that you rep, that's when you know that you need a knee to the head. What else needs to be said? Why would we book this ferry anyway? He couldn't care, but then he say he looked prepared for Heaven's Gate. He shouldn't enter any day. Couldn't bear the centre stage. He already gassed up. We shouldn't air his head again. He would never resonate, but we should compare the resumes. Even though Jack's my boy, scary seen the best, he barely cheated death. I've battled top tiers, dog, you rarely seen a vet. Can't I body bag Bally and you barely beaten Seth? You're just getting warms up. I'm way more defined than you now. I got the hottest flame scene. I'm sure the fire's blue. How do you expect to succeed after 3 fucking battles? It's awkward that I am too proud, but one battle of mine rates your entire view count. His hair is so disgusting.
That's too far.
I'm a Friday's freak's wig. Shampoo and condition, let the giant fleas in. I'll knock your head off your shoulders. Boy, so try to keep fit. This hard work pays off, so we rinse and repeat with the lines that we spit. I've been spazzing for a minute, I can finally win. Chuck a tantrum. Fuck the bands, I'm a violently skits out. Argue with myself, I am fighting within. Yo, it might mean shit, but we stuck together, so Bax is back with back-to-back bodies like Siamese twins.
Yo, you talking about how I don't matter? That's as whack as can be. How are you gonna be like, I battled top tiers, and now you're battling me? You talk shit about my hair. Oh no, my secret's out. I've been exposed. Thanks for telling them I had long hair, we all didn't know. But I reckon you're into hair care on the low. And I can prove that in one shot. I'll cut his brakes so he crashes driving back to Ballarat. What does that have to do with hair care? They'll find his head and shoulders in his glove box. Yo, I have a theory about how you turn things around. Because to have actually won a battle, you must have gotten lucky. Or maybe you realized there was a better way before it got proper ugly, so you lost 9 straight battles and thought, well, fuck me, I guess now is as good a time as any to copy Dundee. But now, first, it may seem like that angle stretching You can see all the signs if you pay attention, a strange obsession. They helped your career kick off and change direction because you took his image, but you bend it. David Beckham, see, you do his style with the crazed aggression, the same accent with the same inflections, shit. Now that I think about it, you even copy the D in the name you're repping. What's next, Daniel? Battling a shitty knockoff of Shuffle T? Wait a second. He doesn't do rehearsals. He doesn't do rehearsals. He does Dundee training sessions. Well, here's a major lesson. Don't play with weapons. He'll get line after line. It ain't detention, so the next time that you meet, Dundee will be at the gates of heaven. You're on a crash course, but made moves to win like the Atlanta Thrashers, but you pretend to be Mick instead of Daniel Baxter, so it's funny that you look like a whacker, fatter Adam Sandler when you're acting as a battle rapper. You know what else, Dundee? Your clothes are fucking shit, mate. He has these shirts, and the design's classic. They have his name on the front, right? That's it. It's really that type of thing that I find tragic, because you really thought investing in those shit shirts would help your finances. It's ironic. You saw your career was sinking like the Titanic, and to save yourself, you designed clothes about as stylish as a life jacket. So, I guess in a way they're still high fashion, because you'd actually have to be high to buy that shit. I mean, people only buy them out of sympathy because they think your mind's damaged. Well, I want everyone in the world to hate those shirts as much as I do. Honestly, I've had it. His clothes look like shit. That's so the blind trash it, and for the deaf, Translation is clothes are shit in Australian Sign Language. I'll teach you guys some more, seeing as I'm at it. This is how you end a round in West Australian Sign Language. Let's go.
Fuck yeah. Round 3, man. Let's get this. Rebuttal.
You don't deserve this shot, cunt. You know what ain't fine, matey. You get put on by tolls, you get saved by Brady, you get killed where you stand in a gravesite waiting, but he have an early death, so the plague might take him, but he on the rise like zombie, so the grave might wake him. The doors are boarded up, cunt. I had to break my way in. You ain't cemented shit, I've already laid my paving. How the fuck do you deserve to rise up early like it's daylight savings? You and your luscious locks can suck a cock. You and your luscious locks can suck a cock. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with that noggin of his? When they say to let your hair down, they don't mean to grow it out so it's long and it's thick. That hairstyle belonged in the 80s. It ain't been popular since. For that, you deserve a good old-fashioned stomp to the chin. So step to me, dog, you get dropped in the pit, have your face hugging dirt after rocking your lid. So we rolling stones. Who knew that Mick Jagger fucking wanted this shit? I bring that ancient art in the style of Jet Li, the force like 10 beats, he gets beat, fly kicked his dead beat, and the next week his head squeaked, neck creaked, red leak from his bent beak, he bled heaps, then wait, get sleep because the rest seem to make your neck lean, your head turn on your back like most of your friends, G. Whoa! Yep. You get me? It ain't friendly. You're a lonely loser with a hopeless future, left reeking of envy. But I got mates coast to coast from north to south and they west east. My crew roll 10 deep, spread heaps like some web feet. You ought to shit up. You ought to shit up on the sidewalk. You're the scum between the cracks of the bottom of my sneakers. You getting treaded on, bitch. I'm bothered by the leeches. Say I'm keen to throw up hands. I ain't gotta find a reason. Slap some sense in the dude. You have a lot of violent seizures. You're really good at dying. That's a backhanded compliment. If you don't want to die, then beat it. You're the first-hand witness to some homicide this evening. 2 damn hands, a punch in this cunt's lips. Move back, man, I'm running amok, bitch. My crew lad spam, nothing but dumb shit. New 10 clear, we have nothing but fuck with.
Just to go back a bit, he said some shit about Perth. Well, that angle is played and awkward because unity is the big thing now. That's why I ain't singing your praises for it, East Coast or West Coast. As long as I'm an Australian, I'ma put on a great performance. I don't change my attitude if I change my borders. I was gonna do this long, aggressive, multi-chain, but I don't think I'd ever actually try and fight you. If I was up against this guy in an actual fight, I might lose. I'm 95% sure he's a mental patient. And for him, a liter of absinthe is a quiet night's booze. He puts bong water on his cereal, eats cyanide stew. He probably has the idea in his fucked up mind that I'm food. I mean, fuck swinging on him. He would literally eat me alive if I do. I mean, seriously, man, I think you are insane. I don't know what this guy here might do, so hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your mice too. Now, for those that don't know, D-Bax eats rats. If I tried that, I'd spew. He goes to the animal shelter for pets, plus wine and dine too. Are you a fucking cat? It reminds me of some fucked up peer pressure that you'd find at high school, like, yeah, eat a mouse, I promise all the cool guys will like you. Seriously though, if you don't want people to bring that up, you probably shouldn't have eaten a fucking mouse. Your diet isn't the only thing that makes me sick. So on his Facebook profile, he claims he's a wizard from 1,000 years in the future, sent to teach us about wordplay. Well, that sure interests me, because he could teach us about the history of different creeds or how we could intervene in the Middle East or the solution to modern science mysteries, but no. That shit is weak. Literally, he time traveled 1,000 years to become a middle-tier battle rapper and spit a scheme. They call him the Wizard of Ballarat. Gifted in battle rap. Oh yeah, I can see the multi-million-dollar movie deal already. Give Spielberg a crack at that. Seriously though, if battle rap is a terrible choice in lessons to give, but even then I'd still expect you to be sick, so I've got just one question for him. How are you not way better at this? No, but seriously though, fuck your magical fantasy. Life isn't Pokemon. Plus, what's a wordplay wizard to the multi-god? See, me and multis go together. Like Sherlock Holmes and Baker Street. Like Archimedes and ancient Greece. Like Panadol and pain relief. Like Babe Ruth and his Major League Baseball team. Like pretentious fuckers and saying, C'est la vie. Like WA and blazing heat. Like Greenpeace and saving trees. Like sci-fi and laser beams. Like second rounds and Jason Deeves. Like feathers and handfuls of shaving cream. Like BDSM and anal beads. Like not being born with it and Maybelline. Like the ACT. Like the ACT in tops of 8 degrees. Like Kevin Durant and changing teams. Like British people and making tea. Like DJ Khaled and Major Keys. Like Dr. Feelgood and Taking Speed. Like Snoop Dogg and strains of weed. Like Jackson 5 and ABC. Like Codex and a HSP. I like multis, to say the least. Now, there's one last thing I want to say before the time is called upon. This is your big retirement battle. You can retire all you want. People will always remember this as the night you lost to Svoss, but hey, at least they'll say your name when they talk about how good my performance was. Cheers for that.
Make some noise!